கர்நாடகாவில் உள்ள பெல்காமில் நடந்த நிகழ்ச்சியில் அறிவுசார் பயங்கரவாதம் என்ற தலைப்பில் பாரதிய ஜனதா மூத்த தலைவர் சுப்பிரமணிய சுவாமி உரையாற்றினார். கிபி 11ஆம் நூற்றாண்டு வரை உலகின் வளர்ந்த நாடாக இந்தியா கருதப்பட்டது என்ற அவர் இஸ்லாமிய சக்திகளின் தாக்குதலுக்கு ஆளானதாக கூறினார். அதன் பிறகு பிரிட்டிஷார் கிறிஸ்தவ கோட்பாடுகளை இந்தியா மீது திணித்ததாக கூறினார். இந்தியாவில் 100% பேர் இந்துக்களாக இருந்த போதிலும் யார் மீதும் மதத்தை திணிக்கவில்லை என்றார்.
The title given is Intellectual Terrorism. And in fact, this is something that needs to be understood. There is a physical terrorism and there is an intellectual terrorism. Till the year 1100 AD, we were considered the most developed country of the world. People from all over the world used to come for not only buying goods from our country, but to learn, to get spiritual advancement. And then we faced an onslaught of Islamic forces. And fighting that took us 800 years. And following that, at the weakest moment after a debilitating 800 years, the British arrived with new weapons, and then they imposed what they called as the Christian values on our country. India has never, traditionally, even when we were 100% Hindus, never believed in imposing its religion on anybody. The best examples of that is the two minorities who were persecuted everywhere and came to India for refuge, the Zoroastrians, who we call as Parsis, and the Jews were persecuted all over the world. And they themselves have paid us tributes. When the British left India, they asked the Parsis that you are such a small community, this mass of Hinduism will swamp you out. So we would like to give you reservations as we have given to the Anglo-Indians. And the Parsis said, for 1,000 years the Hindus looked after us. We don't need you, you better go and we will be looked after.
எது மதசார்பின்மை என கேள்வி விடுத்த சுவாமி, நினைத்ததை சாப்பிடுவது அடிப்படை உரிமை என்று சொன்னால் அதை அரசியலமைப்பு சட்டம் ஒருபோதும் அனுமதிக்காது என்று தெரிவித்தார். எல்லா அடிப்படை உரிமைகளும் அரசியலமைப்பு சட்டத்துக்கு கட்டுப்பட்டதுதான் எனவும் அவர் தெரிவித்தார்.
Ultimately we decided in the Constituent Assembly that we shall be a country. We didn't use the word secular. Secular came later. Jawaharlal Nehru's contribution. Because we don't know what it means. In mathematics, it just means a straight line going upwards. But what does it mean in a society to say secular? I still not understood. Sarva dharma samabhav, in Sanskrit I can understand. So therefore, the word secular was put in not into the Constitution, but in the preamble of the Constitution in emergency when Parliament was functioning as a captive parliament of Mrs. Gandhi. Where there's nowhere else in the Constitution where the word secularism is defined. On the contrary, all the things that are dear to Hindus is in the Constitution. Ban on cow slaughter. People give me lectures, how can you dictate what I will eat? It's my fundamental right to eat anything. Sorry, that's not what the Constitution says. All fundamental rights are subject to reasonable restriction. And when the Constitution, Article 48 says that there shall be a ban on cow slaughter, you will have to agree to that. And it is not a question of intellectual terrorism.
இஸ்லாமிய மன்னர்கள் கைப்பற்றிய நாடுகளில் மக்களை முஸ்லிம் மதத்துக்கு மாற்றியதாக கூறினார். அதேபோல் ஐரோப்பிய மக்கள் கிறிஸ்தவ மதத்துக்கு மாற்றப்பட்டதாக கூறினார். இந்தியாவை 800 ஆண்டுகள் முஸ்லிம்கள் ஆண்ட போதும் 200 ஆண்டுகள் கிறிஸ்தவர்கள் ஆண்ட போதும் இப்போதும் இந்தியா இந்து நாடாகவே விளங்குவதாக சாமி கூறினார்.
New school which has emerged, which is telling us, particularly the Hindus, that you are being intolerant and you are being exclusive instead of inclusive. This country fought 800 years Islamic terror. Although Shivaji had Muslims in his army, so did Guru Gobind Singh, but they came as individuals. It was essentially a war between Hinduism and Islam. And the Islamic rulers made it absolutely clear. But the fight we never gave up. Iran was captured by Islam. When Iran was Zoroastrian, the Islamic forces went to Iran. It was called Persia in those days, conquered it. In 15 years, they converted 100% of the population of Iran to Islam. Neighboring country of Mesopotamia, Babylon, they conquered it in 17 years, they converted to 100% Islam. Egypt was conquered and Islam converted Egypt into 100% Islam in 21 years. The Christians conquered Europe and converted Europe into 100% Christian in 50 years. In India, 800 years of Islamic rule, 200 years of Christian rule, and yet we are 80% Hindu even today.
இந்துக்கள் மீது முஸ்லிம் ஆட்சியாளர்கள் அடக்குமுறையை ஏவியதாகவும் பிரிட்டிஷார் மூலச்சலவை செய்ய முயன்றதாகவும் கூறிய சாமி இருவருக்குமே ஒரே நோக்கம்தான் என்றார்.
Look at our history books. One chapter for each Mughal Raja. Akbar, Jahangir, Shah Jahan, Aurangzeb. But Vijayanagara Empire, one small paragraph. That in South India there was something called Vijayanagara Empire. Some books don't even have. Ask our students, do you know what Vijayanagara Empire is? Very few people know, outside perhaps Karnataka. Rani Chennamma, nobody has heard of her. Guru Gobind Singh and his father's sacrifice, Guru Tegh Bahadur, Ahom dynasty. The people from Thailand came, settled in India, adopted Hinduism, formed the Ahom dynasty. The Mughals twice tried to cross into Burma, but they were beaten black and blue by the Ahom dynasty and couldn't go. And the same thing with the British rule. But there's a difference. The Islamic rule was physical force. The British rule was based on what is called as brainwashing you to change your outlook.
இந்திய மொழிகள் அனைத்திலும் சமஸ்கிருதம் கலந்திருப்பதாக தெரிவித்தார். தமிழில் கூட 41% வார்த்தைகள் வடமொழி என்று நான் சொன்னபோது கருணாநிதி பலமாக மறுத்தார். கருணா, நிதி ஆகிய 2 வார்த்தைகளுமே வடமொழி என்று நான் சொன்ன பிறகுதான் அமைதியானார் என சுவாமி கூறினார்.
First thing that Macaulay advocated is that Sanskrit be scrapped. Sanskrit is a language which collects the whole of India. Every language of India has Sanskrit words, some more, some less. Bengali has 80%, Malayalam has 75%, Kannada has 60%, Marathi has 70%, Tamil has 41%. And Tamil is almost as old as Sanskrit, but yet it has 41% words. Once I told Karunanidhi this, He said, no, this is all nonsense. This is all Aryan bakwas. Tamil is a pure independent language. In fact, he believed that there was something called Dravidians all over India, and then the Aryans came from Europe via Khyber Pass and then drove the Dravidians to South India. Dravidian was a separate community, he said, for a long time. He even said that Ravan was the real god of the Tamils, and that north is run by the Brahmins. I told him that Ravan was also a Brahmin. It's a fact. And I also told him he is not from Sri Lanka. He is not a Tamil. He was born in an area called Noida near Delhi. And that village is still there for you to see, called Bisrak. They put a board there. Ravan was born here. He went to Kailash, got a boon from Lord Shiva, and went and conquered Sri Lanka. For a long time, Tamil Nadu under Karunanidhi used to celebrate Ravan Leela. But finally got convinced and he gave up Ravan Leela. Nowadays you don't have Ravan Leela in Tamil Nadu. But on Sanskrit he has been very clear, I won't allow it. And he kept on saying there's no Sanskrit in Tamil. Finally I had to ask him, but your name Karunanidhi is Sanskrit. Karuna and Nidhi.